My name is Trisha. I am a Portland native, a mother, a wife, and a local realtor living and working in the Portland metro area. If this is your first time here, you're going to learn all that there is to know about living, eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good, the bad, the ugly about Portland, Oregon. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified each and every time I upload a video. Portland, Oregon, you might wonder what to expect when moving to the Great Northwest. Sure, it's beautiful, it's whimsical, it's creative here, it's very artsy, but what's it like living on a day-to-day basis? To help answer that question, I've rounded a list of pros of moving to Portland with the thoughts of parks, parties, neighborhoods, traffic, and so much more. And we're gonna get into all of that right now in this video. So, like I said, there are plenty of green spaces that are available. Let's take Mill Inns Park, for instance. It sits in the middle of downtown Portland crosswalk, and it is the smallest park in the world. There's also Willamette River, there's Washington Park, there's Forest Park, there's the Oregon Zoo, the Japanese Garden, the Chinese Garden, as well as the International Rose Garden. So those are all things that you want to check out in relations to green spaces that are available to you when living here in Oregon. Here is another reason why I love living in Portland. This is the beautiful rose garden that you can come walk through, smell all the beautiful roses. There are tons of roses to see. On a beautiful day, you can see out over the city. We're just going to take a little quick tour of some of the roses that you can see here, as well as some of the walking tours that are available to you. But this would be on one of the top positives or pros on living in Portland. So let's take a look at the famous Portland Rose Garden, or the International Rose Garden. I just want to know, what is your favorite local park in Portland?
Favorite local park? And that's public park.
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't live here, I'm just visiting. I'm from here. I really like, what's the park that starts with G?
Gabriel Park.
Gabriel Park has a new kids area that's amazing, and a little water area. So now
we'll
I'm
have
kind
to
of
check it out.
kid-centric.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
It's a great park for the kiddos.
All right, guys, we are still here at Washington Park, or the International Rose Garden. Just walking through all the lush gardens. There are a variety of different types of roses that you can explore, smell, touch, see, or just if you want to take a quick stroll through the rose garden on a beautiful day. Coming up to the Pinnacle Mansion, it is raised about 1,000 feet above city level, so the views are spectacular here. And the family, the Pinnacle family, is one of the most influential families in the Portland area. So you have to kind of dig into the history around the house, the history around the family. This home sat vacant for about 4 years before it became a famous attraction. They came in, the family purchased it. I want to say all of this took place around 1962. Just a little bit of information about the home and where it exists and what you need to know when up here exploring this beautiful home. Alright guys, I told you that one of the great things about coming and exploring the Pittock Mansion is the beautiful city view that you will be able to see. The entire downtown corridor. I mean, it's so beautiful. I just can't even explain how beautiful it is. You have to get up here and explore it and see it yourself. Just wait for it. Here it comes.
Hi, I'm Kimmery, 33. I've lived in Portland for about 15 years now.
That's awesome. Tell me your favorite things to do in Portland.
My favorite? Oh man, that depends. One of my favorite bars is Momo's, just in downtown across from the Portland Target. I love to just come up to places like this. I come up here, I go to Forest Park, and just get out into it. I love that we can come up into the hills and go explore the forest, and then I go downstairs, down the hill, and
Yeah.
I go to a local coffee shop that I've never tried before, or find food that I've never had before.
Would you agree that this is the #1 spot to come and get a good look of downtown Portland?
So my friend here is from Canada, and this is one of the first places I took him, was because I wanted him to see the way that Portland looks. It's beautiful in the city, but I think sometimes we forget how much green space there is, or how the city is laid out in its older style. We've kept a lot of the early 1900s block structure of our city and a lot of the way that it flows, and I feel like this is just a great way to see it.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. What's their favorite thing to do in Portland? And there's a lot of people that are up here that are coming from different walks of life.
I'd say for us, coming from San Francisco, would be Mississippi Avenue.
Oh, that's a great. Next on our list would be our excellent walkability and our public transportation. So we have a light rail system, we have biking systems, we have a biking bridge called Tailcomb Crossing Bridge, which allows to transport residents from one side of the river to the other side. One of the best things about living here is you can get to almost anywhere, whether it's walking, through the public transportation. You just do not have to have a car. So there's mass transit that you can get from A to B. Say you live in the suburbs and you want to get to downtown Portland, you could just jump on the Max Light Rail system very easily and get right on down. We've added a train system that goes from Salem into the city. So that's from the outskirts and comes into the city. And there's just public transportation everywhere. I mean, within blocks of residential areas, you could just kind of walk down the street and just jump on the public transportation TriMet system and get straight to wherever you want to go. So that's another thing that I'm sure other cities have, but we just have so many different ones that you can jump on. It allows you to get from point A to B in the city without even thinking about it. So that's another great reason why I love my city. The other pro to living in Portland is there are tons of things to do. Like I said, you can get easily 45 minutes away, you could get to the coast, or 30 minutes away, you could get up and see Multnomah Falls.
71, and it's one of the largest bookstores for used and new books. They have online platform, or you can come to the store as I'm in today, and it just has a plethora of books that you can look at, whether it's self-help, whether it's pleasure reading, whether it is travel guides. All of it is here for you to take in. So I would strongly urge you to get out to Powell's Books and at least walk through, so you can say that you went through the largest bookstore that is in Portland, Oregon.
The next pro on our list is our arts and culture scene. Portland has tons of local artists, as you will be able to see in one of my other videos that I did in regards to just kind of walking down in the Alberta Arts District. So if you haven't seen that, I will link it here so that you can go take a look at that video. But other things that are offered is the Oregon Symphony, for instance. There's tons of classical performances by great composers, along with legendary films that happen. Go check out the Powell's Bookstore. That is one of the largest bookstores that you will ever be able to explore. I want to say it's 3 to 4 levels of used and new books, and you can kind of just spend a whole day or a couple days in there. There's a coffee bar, tons of things to do inside. It's right in the middle of downtown Portland. So you can kind of walk through the downtown area and then end up at Powell's Bookstore. Portland also has about 5 centers for arts with different collections and different venues that are in the middle of the city. So if you are totally into art and you want to explore some art museums and things of that sort, you could definitely explore that here, whether it be street art or if you want to walk into a full museum with great composers, you can definitely do that. Okay, next on our list would be our mild weather, at least for most of the year. So we do have wildfire season that burns us all out in the summer months. And I mean, we hate it, but it happens. But there's still tons of things to love about Portland's climate. It is pretty mild no matter what season you're in. First and foremost, we got to talk about the rain. I know that you've heard about it. There is a lot of rain, but if you pull it up and look over it, it's not as much as one would think. And the one thing that it does for us, it keeps us as green as you could possibly think. And when pulling up that information, if you look at New York, they get around 47 inches per year in relations to us that only get 36 per year. So we are not the rainiest, although everyone wants to say that we are, we're not. The other thing, in the spring and the summer, and when it turns into fall, you can get out there and enjoy just great weather. September, early October, there's crisp mornings and sunny afternoons. It is some of the nicest months of the year that you can enjoy going early hiking, paddleboarding, biking, doing a lot of outdoor activities during that time is great. And then in the winter, sometimes we have snowfall, but it is very, very rare. Typically, you can live here and not experience snowfall. We do have nighttime lows that dip down to freezing, but it's not like the winters you may experience elsewhere to where you are locked in, it's snowing, you have a couple feet of snow outside, although we have been getting some of that. It's just not the same to where you just can't get out and enjoy it. You do enjoy it. Everyone loves it when it snows. The city does shut down when it snows, but it's a great time to explore the city and just get out and see what it has to offer. You just bundle up and you get out there, and you'll see a lot of people out there enjoying the great weather. last but not least, let's talk about our great food and beverage scene. I mean, we have tap houses in Portland. We have multiple craft beer and wine locations that you can go and experience just minutes from the city. We have wine country, and there's almost a craft beer location in every neighborhood. You can just drop in and enjoy a craft beer, and the great food. So you can get food from various different food carts, whether it be a great hamburger up to soul food or five-star dining. There's something here for everyone. It's fantastic when you look at the food that surround us. And you just want to get out and enjoy some of it. Take it all in, whether it's walking in a small neighborhood and enjoying some of the food carts, or exploring the middle of the city and downtown, some of the five-star restaurants that are available. Get out there and enjoy the city. Portland is a great place to live and explore, and you just don't want to miss an opportunity to see all that it has to offer. And as usual, if you want any recommendations or need any information about Portland, I'm your girl. Don't forget to hit subscribe to learn more about what our city has to offer.